Welcome back to Newsmakers. My name is Jess Toddfeld. With me is Howard Kaplan. He is a Harvard-educated MBA, CPA, personal finance specialist, and wealth manager. He studied with some of the top names in personal development and happiness all over the place, and he is helping people 50 and over to not only shape their wealth, but really to shape their lives, doing something a little bit different. Welcome, by the way.
Hi there, Jess.
So tell me what you're doing with these people.
Well, we're trying to help them craft their life, and we're trying to develop a strategic plan for them, going forward, rather than just the focus on traditional retirement.
Right. But now, here you are. You're helping people. You turned 50 yourself.
Yes.
And there was kind of a little shift in how you should be helping people. Explain.
Well, I saw in my own personal journey that it wasn't about retirement that I was looking towards. It was really about renewal. And I had to start renewing myself. And in the work I was doing also in the personal development field, I started focusing on what are the important areas to do that. And what I found they are is health, productivity, and relationships. That's where the secret sauce comes from,
right,
in life. And it wasn't just all about money.
All right, so you're managing people's money. You're the money guy, right, but the light bulb goes off. You're thinking there's more here. What happened?
Well, absolutely. Two things. One is when I had a client, I basically said, if I really care about this person, I'm concerned with their life. It's not just their money. It's I want them to have this great life going forward. And then I also turned 50 about 5 years ago and started taking this personal journey to renew myself. Because it wasn't about retirement for me. I love what I do.
Yeah.
So it was about renewing and sustainability because I have decades to go in front of me.
And let's talk about that word retirement. Some people hear retirement, they get a little scared. It conjures up ideas of what it meant for their parents. What's your take on it?
Well, rightfully so that they get scared because and so few people really get this. The word retire means come to an end.
Uh-oh.
How many people really want to come to an end, but that's exactly what they're focused on.
Right.
It used to work when maybe you turned 65 and most people, statistically, would die 5 years later.
Right.
But now when you have decades to go, coming to an end makes no sense. So of course they're scared and confused, and when you add in what's happened with the economy on top of it, people really need to rethink this.
And there are some big mistakes people are making. You're trying to help them and correct it. What are the big mistakes?
Absolutely. One is, I think, it's about one of these three things. Reinvent, renew, or retire. And for many people, the choice is not retire, but it's renew. Number two is, should the discussion be all about resources, which is what all the money's about? I'd suggest to you that most people find success not from resources, but their resourcefulness.
Right.
So how do you become more resourceful? And
yeah,
what's important is, doesn't everyone want to be happy? And
yeah, absolutely, yes.
Absolutely. This recipe is what brings people towards happiness. I don't find many people who actually want to come to rest and just go to leisure for 30 years, all that happy. It doesn't make any sense.
The old paradigm sounds like you're being put out to pasture, and you're saying you have decades and decades to figure out what you want to do with your life. Right. Okay, so we're going to take it a step further. You have specific strategies that people can use. What are they?
I think in the area of health, people need to go on the offense when they get to these ages. That's not typical. Most of us wait around to get sick. But when you get to 50s and 60s, based on behavior and patterns over decades, many people will have conditions. So you actually need to go on the offense. If you don't have your health and energy, you can't be resourceful. It's going to get in your way.
Right.
Productivity. You need to get inside yourself. You need to actually take a look at what are your strengths, your talents, your skill sets, what are your passions, your purpose. When you talk about sustainability, what sustains people in productivity? It's their passion and purpose. Right. No one likes doing things that they hate, although
people do it. They spend their whole life doing that.
Right.
But you're saying it doesn't have to be, especially at this point in their life.
Especially at this point. There's a very big distinction. Earlier in life, for a lot of people, it's about family formation. So it's about the kids and the kids growing up.
Yeah.
When you get here, it's different. you will have made decisions because of the household to work in things that you don't love because you're just taking care of the kids. Well, you get to your 50s and 60s, you have some choices in front of you, and there are going to be some decisions to make. And you can do a lot better, or you can just go on the glide path that you're on.
I love that it's not just an idea you're willy-nilly throwing out, that you're really getting specific with strategies. Last little point before we go, the adult children of those who are retiring. How does that figure in, or I guess the mindset probably trickles through the rest of the family?
This is so exciting. Imagine if not only can you do good for yourself, but you become an incredible role model for your kids.
Yeah.
Because if they see you doing these things, like going on the offense with your health, getting smart about your productivity, think of the impact it could make on them decades before they would get to this place. You can change their life.
Yeah.
It's very powerful stuff.
His name's Howard Kaplan. Howard Kaplan, you're out there trying to change people's lives, which is a good thing for the good. You're trying to change people's lives. I thank you for being here today.
Thank you.